Right, salute to everybody that checks out my platform. I kind of warned y'all that this was coming this morning. Remember I did the story this morning. I was telling you guys about how 2Chainz, I've been told by a pretty good source over there that he's feeling disrespected about people not using his verses. Just to sum up a long story here. So 2Chainz and Eminem were in the studio, and like I said this morning, he did a record with M. M didn't end up using 2Chainz's verse, but again, if Eminem owns the verse, 2Chainz never gonna be able to put that record out, and it was one of 2Chainz's biggest goals to work with him. But you know, you work with him, but nobody ever heard the music that came from it. He didn't like that. Then the other day, 2Chainz found out when Quavo and Travis Scott released their project, he gave them a verse for like the Modern Slavery record, and he found out that they didn't use that. And then 2Chainz was like, yo, y'all not using my verses. Then we had the conversation about that on my channel earlier. And now 2Chainz feels even more disrespected. Like I tried to warn you guys this was coming. So this morning on 2Chainz's Instagram account, he posted a flyer from the governor's ball that he will be performing at. And he doesn't like the placement of his name. Now, if you never really paid attention to one of these festivals, the way they set up the names, right? They go biggest artist obviously first. The names get smaller, the least important you are, right? And let's just look at this list, and I get it. Eminem is your governor's ball, the headliner. Listen, Eminem, he got an album out. He's not going to be around doing this forever. I think nobody's upset that Eminem is at the #1 spot right there. Then you got Jack White. I know nothing about the artist Jack White. I don't know who he is. But I will say this: if we're talking, if Jack White's that high, I'm pretty sure he's a big deal to some audience out there, right? And I don't really know what the governor's ball demographic is. Is it in New York? I don't know. Anyways, Travis Scott. That's interesting. Travis Scott name right under Eminem. It's the third biggest on this festival, right? The Yeah. I don't know who the hell they are. And then I see Halsey. Then I see NERD. That's Pharrell. I'm fine with that. Pharrell, a legend. Khalid, that's interesting. Churches, I don't know them. The Gaslight Anthem, I don't know them. Post Malone, that's interesting. Silk City, I don't know them. Okay, that's Diplo and Mark Ronson. Okay, I kind of get that, but at the same time, let's keep it moving. Lil Uzi Vert, interesting. Damian Marley, the Jr., interesting. Cut Coffee, that's interesting. I don't know them. Sylvan, I don't even know who the hell this is. Let's keep it moving. Let's go down. The Glitch Mob, Maggie Rogers, Dirty Projectors, Russ, I do know who that is. 6 Lack, Drum, Margot Price. And then we finally get to 2Chainz. So 2Chainz is right here by Margot Price and the Japan Droids. He's right close next to Vic Mensa. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. I don't know where I will put 2Chainz, but if we're talking about hits, sheesh, man. 2Chainz got more hits than a lot of these guys on here. He still has. So Post Malone maybe has had a bigger record over, maybe, right? White Iverson and Congratulations and this Rockstar. You could argue that those 3 records, you could put them up with 2Chainz's top 3 records. I'm not a Post Malone fan. I don't listen to Post Malone. But I get what you mean by that, right? Even though 2Chainz has some huge records. Yo, didn't he just have the joint last year when everybody was dancing to Watch Out a Little Bit? Yeah, that was huge, right? I think that's disrespectful to have Post Malone ahead of him. That's just me. And 2Chainz been so consistent, but also it depends on that demographic and that audience for that show. Travis Scott is hotter than 2Chainz is right now. And if it's a predominantly white audience, they'd rather hear Travis Scott over Titty, 2 Necklace. Maybe Khalid he's hotter than Travis Scott. I mean, than 2Chainz is right now, I believe, but not by a lot. Uzi might be hotter if we're talking about the younger era. 6 Lack is not hotter than 2Chainz. Russ is not hotter than 2Chainz. Drum is definitely not hotter than 2Chainz. And some of these white artists that I don't know, y'all not hotter than 2Chainz. That's for sure. I think 2Chainz got a right to feel like he's been disrespected. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Here's another thing with 2Chainz is he came on the scene. So he's 40 right now. 2Chainz ain't really kicked this thing off until like the last 5 or 6 years, right? He, you know what I'm saying, he got a big push from Wayne, and Drizzy Drake helped him out a lot. It's, you know what I mean, it's only been like 5 or 6 years since 2Chainz is, I really think they'd rather go with some of these younger artists who make that music to make the kids jump. I think that's what it comes down to. Even though I enjoyed 2Chainz's sets, I think I get it. I think I get why, depending on the demographic, and I also get why 2Chainz feels disrespected. Yo, I'm telling y'all, bruh, he's starting to feel like he's been disrespected. Let's just go through a little bit of 2Chainz's discography, right? He had the Into Vibe joint, right? You know what I mean? He had the 4 a.m. He had the Good Drink. That was just this year. Those 3 were just this year. He got the birthday song, which you can't go to a birthday party, or you can't go to a club without that playing to celebrate somebody's birthday. He had the Bees in the Trap with Nicki. That was huge. That was Nicki's record, but he was on it. Big Amount with Drake. That was this year. Well, 2017, and the last year. The No Lie joint was the one that kind of popped it all off with him. He had Watch Out. That was 2016. He had the I'm Different. Yeah, I'm different. He had the Blue Cheese last year. He had the Feds Watching. I'm gonna be fresh as hell. Let the Feds watch it. And then he had, okay, I mean, I could go on and on about this brother's discography. He had the Yeah, I Love Him. I guess some of these records, I don't know how much they really translated over in that culture, but to me, hip hop is the culture now. So I believe he should be higher on that list. Y'all talk to me in the comment box below. Y'all pissing 2Chainz off, man. Y'all better stop. We feel the wrath of the chains. Thank y'all for the time. Let's support. Don't take a granted salute. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.